Today we will discuss about metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the process of transformation from an immature form to an adult form in two or more distinct stages. Most of the arthropods show metamorphosis. In the case of insects and crustaceans, metamorphosis is a series of changes through which they undergo to become an adult or imago. As arthropods possess exoskeleton, and this exoskeleton is providing a sort of hindrance in their growth process, so arthropods show ecdysis or molting. Ecdysis or molting is basically periodic shedding of the exoskeleton of arthropods to enable growth to occur. After hatching from egg, an insect undergoes a series of ecdysis or casts off its integument until it attains its maximum size. During the course of ecdysis or molting, arthropods pass through several instars and stadia. Now let's see that what is the difference between stadia and instars. An instar is a developmental stage of arthropods such as insects between each ecdysis until sexual maturity is reached. During the ecdysis, different insects, they show different instars. So instars, they are the stages of the development during ecdysis. On the other hand, stadium, it is the duration of a particular instar. The stages between ecdysis are called stadia. Metamorphosis and molting are under the control of two endocrine glands. These endocrine glands are corpora allata, also called corpus allatum, and prothoracic gland. Corpora allata secretes juvenile hormone while prothoracic gland secretes ecdysone. There are three types of metamorphosis. The first one is ametabolic metamorphosis or ametabolous metamorphosis or no metamorphosis, while the second one is hemimetabolic metamorphosis or heterometabolic metamorphosis or hemimetabolous metamorphosis. The third type of the metamorphosis is called holometabolic metamorphosis or holometabolous metamorphosis. First of all, we will discuss ametabolic metamorphosis. In ametabolic metamorphosis, the young, which hatches from an egg, is a miniature of the adult and is called nymph. It differs from the adult in the presence of immature reproductive organs. It becomes an adult after several moltings and growth. These insects are called aterygota because they lack wings. For example, lepisma or silverfish. Such insects are ametabolic as there is no metamorphosis. The second type of metamorphosis is called hemimetabolic metamorphosis. It is a simple type of metamorphosis in which from the egg a young one is hatched out. This young one is called nymph. This nymph has only general resemblance to the adult, but it differs in several respects. The nymph resembles to the adult in the body form, type of mouth parts, and possession of compound eyes. The nymph gradually changes into the adult when its appendages, mouth parts, antennae, and legs grow directly into those of the adult. Wings develop gradually as external outgrowths of the thorax. Here you can see that the wings, they are developing gradually as an outgrowth of the thorax. These insects are called Exopterygota. Due to external development of the wings, the reproductive organs mature gradually. The different orders of the class Insecta which show hemimetabolic metamorphosis are Hemiptera, Anoplurida, Homoptera, Thysanoptera, Socooptera, Isoptera, and Orthoptera. The third type of metamorphosis is called holometabolic metamorphosis. This type of metamorphosis is completed in 4 stages. These 4 stages are egg, larva, pupa, and adult. In holometabolic metamorphosis, larva hatches from the egg, and it is very different from the adult. The larval stage is followed by an inactive pupal stage from which the adult eventually emerges. It is very complex metamorphosis. The larva differs from the adult in several structures like body form, mouth parts, legs, and in its mode of life. The larva has lateral ocelli in place of compound eyes. Here, lateral ocelli are segmentally arranged in the larva. Each segment it is having 2 ocelli laterally placed in it. The larva feeds voraciously, grows, moves about, and undergoes molting. The larva changes into pupa, which is often enclosed in a cocoon. Now here, this structure, this is the cocoon in which the larva it has enclosed. This cocoon is secreted by the labial glands of the larva. Wings develop internally from the pockets of hypodermis and they are not visible from outside. Since wings are developed from internal marginal discs, so these insects are called Endopterygota. Then appendages are formed and muscles, tracheae, and parts of alimentary canal are replaced by corresponding organs of the adult.